What is up, everybody? J Nell here with my UFC Fight Night Rotterdam, Netherlands. I believe it's Fight Night 87, 88. Someone let me know. There's 6 fights on the card. It is on Sunday, this coming Sunday. Let's get into it. I'm outside. Bear with me. First up, I'm choosing Karolina Kowalkiewicz to beat Heather Clark. I'm choosing Nikita Krylov to beat Francimar Barroso. Now that one can go either way. I think it's going to be a good fight, so who knows? Toss up. Choosing Jermaine Diradamine to beat Anna Elmos. I have to say it, I don't know much about Anna. I know she's won all her fights by KO, so this is going to be a stand-up battle, and you shouldn't blink, but I don't know much about her, and I didn't get a chance to do the research for this video, so I'm just going with what I know with Radamine. But again, I have a feeling that these two ladies is going to throw some blows. Next up, Albert Turmanov versus Gunnar Nelson. By far the hardest for me to choose, and I'm still kind of going back and forth. I think they're very evenly matched. I think they're kind of even in size, although Gunnar tends to seem a little undersized when he gets in there. Albert, I'm not sure. We'll see how this fight goes with who's bigger. But as far as who's stronger, again, I'm not sure. We know who has the ground advantage. That's Mr. Gunnar Nelson. He's a black Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt practitioner, great practitioner. He just happened to come up against an expert in Damian Maya. So against everyone else, the ground game belongs to Gunnar Nelson. Now, the stand-up game, I believe, belongs to Albert. Even though Gunnar is a brown belt in karate and he hits hard, I believe Albert hits harder. The stand-up game is his realm. It is where he's most comfortable. And he's one of the Russian cats. He's up there with the Nurmagomedovs and the Magomedovs and all of them cats. And I tend to go towards the larger weighted Russian cats than the smaller weight Russian cats, because they're more well-rounded in my opinion. Not only do they have the proficient stand-up game, they also have good takedown defense and a good wrestling game as well. So to me, the heavier weighted Russians are just simply more well-rounded, and Albert is one of them. He has incredible takedown defense, although I do think the longer this goes on, the more likely we will see Gunnar take him to the ground. Now, I do believe he will have the advantage on the feet all the way. I think he will hit harder despite the karate background of Gunnar. I think he'll have a diverse shot selection, way more diverse than Gunnar. We see trick punches and slick shots and power punches that come from short spaces that you don't think are going to hit hard. All of this comes from Albert. He can generate a lot of power in very small spaces. He's good with the dirty boxing. I just need him to fight with confidence. I feel like sometimes he's too willing to eat a couple. There's the last fight, I believe it was a split decision. It probably shouldn't have been that way, although Lawrence Larkin came to play. Turmanov got better as the fight went on, and both of these men will get better as the fight goes on. So there is none of that cardio is going to affect someone. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on the cardio. I'm not sure who's going to win this fight, but I'm going to take what I think is a risk because everyone loves Gunnar so much, and I'm going to go ahead and call it for Albert Turmanov. But I don't know. I really don't. I really don't. If Albert can keep this standing, and if he can manage to get up quickly, if he can manage to get up, scoot to the fence, wall walk, get your butt up. Do not stay on the ground with Gunnar. But he could win. I'm calling it for Albert Turmanov. Now, co-main event, we're seeing Antonio Bigfoot Silva take on Stefan Struve, the skyscraper. Y'all know how I feel about both of these fighters. No faith. No faith. I don't care for either one of these fighters. Stefan pissed me off so much in that last fight against Jared Rushall because he got my hopes up in his fight against Nogueira. Was it big knock or little knock? I'm not sure. He got my hopes up. He's been training at the Black Zillions. Their striking coach, Henry, forget his last name, someone let me know what it is an incredible striking coach, and he finally got Stefan to use his full range as a 7-footer. Then in the Jared fight, we saw him regress. And he didn't go back to that, to his strengths, until the 3rd round where he almost finished Jared. If he would have fought like that, he not only would have won the fight, but he probably would have finished Jared in the 1st or 2nd round. So it's mental with Stefan, and with Bigfoot, I've just never been the biggest fan of his. So he's kind of like a bull in the china shop. He kind of gets the win that way. I don't really think it's technical with him. So I've never had either faith in either of these fighters. It kind of sucks. I believe it will stay fighting. It could go to the ground. I can see Antonio possibly taking it to the ground if he gets ate up on the feet by Stefan. But Antonio likes to throw them blows. He's a one-hitter quitter. So he's going to try to knock Stefan out. Stefan has been knocked out. They've both been knocked out. I think it's actually going to be a good fight. I don't have faith in either man. I'm going to go for Stefan Struve, but I don't know. All right, main event, And I'm excited for this, actually. We have Alistair Overeem taking on Andre Arlovski, two men who are kind of in the same position. Andre's 37, I believe. Alistair's 35 or 34. But in the heavyweight division, that's not a big difference there, especially since they seem to mature older. As Andre's kind of caught like his third win, but so has Alistair. They're both coming off of interesting fights. Stipe took out Andre Arlovski, but you can't really get mad at him, but that Stipe is on one. He earned his title shot. Alistair Overeem TKO'd JDS in a fight that I thought was stopped way too prematurely, and I've been consistent on that. But I don't want to take anything away from Alistair. A Sambo champion for Andre Arlovski. He actually didn't start doing MMA until he was about 18 years old. He was a cop first and then started doing Sambo as a part of the police force and became a multi-Sambo world champion, European champion, UFC champion. Alistair Overeem has multiple kickboxing champions. He's also a Strikeforce champion. Both of these men hit hard. I don't know if they both decide to fight 5 rounds. Nah, this ain't going 5 rounds. 3 rounds maybe, but I don't see 5 rounds. If Alistair fights the way he did against JDS, which is precision fighting, where he waits, where he doesn't get overzealous, where he picks his like a shark, the way he fought JDS, I think he wins. I think he wins. If Andre can get Alistair to the ground, make this a dirty fight and a dirty boxing. Andre is very good with the dirty boxing. I give that advantage to him. In space, though, I have to give the advantage to Alistair Overeem. He's just better on the feet and better in space. I would advise Andre to take this fight to the ground, keep it in close quarters, keep it dirty boxing when you're on the feet, but don't give Alistair space. Take it to the ground. I'm choosing Alistair Overeem, but it could go either way. I'm looking forward to this. Don't sleep on this card. I think it's going to be really good. Let me know your picks. Let me know any injury updates. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Twitter, and Instagram, where I will have 15-second prediction and recap videos. Subscribe, like, talk to me, take care, and goodbye.